Okay, and I've returned. I forgot to cough there before actually starting. So it's great, or continuing really. It's not really a start because I started about an hour and something on ago. Been recording for a little while. Didn't realise it because I've been thoroughly enjoying myself. Okay, leave me alone. I can't help it when I enjoy myself. It's great. Love this game. That's pretty much it. Where are the wolves? Okay, there we are. They're relocating. They're sort of converging on one another. It's not good to see. But they've actually sort of skipped into two packs of similar size. Interesting. We could actually go and deal with this pack right here to sort of limit the amount of numbers that we would otherwise have to go up against. I'm not just sure if I really want to right now, though. I would like to start from the wall now, though, to be honest with you. I do want to get this bit done and out the way with, just so we don't have to worry about it later on. Just so we don't have to worry about it later on. I think I said that right, actually. I'm not sure why I corrected myself. I was sure that I said it wrong. Also, it looks like the creation of cobblestone is actually halted, mostly because we have used it all up. So let's just put that up by one more and continue doing so. We don't need that much more anyway. It's just that guy has to keep going up and down to sort of create this little bit down here. So it's a little bit awkward. We probably do want to put a carpentry table of some form down here, actually, just to sort of help out in the future for when we start building down here, when the farm is in creation, when lots of cool things will be taking place. I am quite tempted, however, to move everyone down here. It's a bit strange, I know, but I feel like it's a much safer place to be right now. The only bad side about it is that it's just awkwardly close to the edge of the map, which isn't good for us because, you know, enemies tend to spawn close to the edge. But the thing is, we can have this as sort of a starting location, then branch off down here. It's just safer. Mostly. We can just leave this entire zone and bring everyone down here, like the carpenters and the builders and that lot. And then we can, like, maybe set up some form of mine as well. Like a new one. Maybe in the cellar of this house. That would work out for us fairly well. I like to think that would be pretty cool, actually. I do think I want to do that instead. Also make a new change of pace. Instead of everyone being confined into this small space, we can have them sort of nice and free and open right here. Once again, is it the safest way of doing things? Well, unfortunately, there is a wolf down here, which we have to go and deal with now, unfortunately. So we will send this guy, Gurland, down to investigate this infestation that we have right here. And we're going to send these two down here just so they don't provoke the wolf. Hopefully that does not become a case. Now we just need to find out where he is. Okay, so he's over there. So we'll go all the way to him and take him out. Hopefully, he won't do much damage to Gurland there. We can be so lucky, hopefully. This infantryman right now, he is good to go. Let's take him out of duty. Take him out of sleep, put him in duty even. And we're just going to take out this wolf because he's on the wrong side of the island, basically. But also, this island's a bit safer because the enemies don't tend to... they don't tend to cross water. They just sort of go to the close to the edge. The only reason they would ever cross water is if they are provoked to do so. Right, here we are. So there's the wolf. If we hide behind this tree... that was a bit weird. But anyway, Gurland was successful in killing the wolf, even though the wolf did not do anything when they came into contact. That was very strange. But, yeah, that's fine. We can not worry about that in the future. Get back to your position. That was very weird. Yeah, back over there, please. You need a hammer again. Oh, the hammer seems to have broken again. I do believe we did make quite a lot of them. But they have all broke. Okay, let's make more hammers. There we are. Make more hammers for you guys. Let's go back to your posts. Is actually swimming across. Fantastic. See, it's amazing how... Who is this? This is Gurland. She is the upper body strength of a god. Okay? It's ridiculous. She's like carrying all that armor. Like, look what she's holding and wearing right now. It's quite ridiculous that she is capable of performing a full breaststroke across an entire river. It's quite amazing. It's pretty amazing. She needs to have like a strength value of 5,000. It's great. It's fantastic. It's good to see that we have people that are capable of such great feats. Now, I believe they might not want to build any further from here because this is about 50 blocks away from there. And I think there's a radius issue when it comes to constructing things that are too far away. We're about to find that out, though. No, I was wrong. I quite like that being the case, actually. I do quite like that being the case. Mostly because it would solve a few problems. But anyway, yeah. Moving people down here. Yeah, it would work out for us fairly well. And then also we can change the buildings that we would build over here into homes or sort of anything else of a familiar state. Yeah, it would be interesting. Of course, we will need to build the wall here first, just for the sake of it. I feel like that's a good idea. And I do think moving people down here would work out for us. The only problem with that is that, once again, people could come out of here and kill us, and it would be awful. You know, the matriarch has spawned down here in the past. It's terrible things. I believe she spawned down here when we had to... Oh, no. She spawned up here. My bad. What spawned down here, then? I guess wolves did. Yeah, okay. Oh, I remember now. We killed a bunch of wolves down here. So, actually, no. Wolves... The matriarch's in my mind. What can I say? That sounds like a really weird album. Like, matriarch in my mind. It's like, what would it represent? Like, the webs of the mind? Sort of... webs of the mind. Great. I'm sounding a little bit insane right now, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with being a little bit insane. You can be a little bit insane. Okay, so the builders have succeeded in their task. But... However, I do feel like creating a building here, being the Carpenter's Lodge slash Stonemason's Lodge, where they can actually go over here instead and start carpeting in that lot instead. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I am feeling very strongly about this sort of expansion in this direction first. Before we actually expand over here, because it's going to be a lot more work, and I feel like this is a much smaller space. We can get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time that's very safe. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea, because this can be like sort of a... We can have an entrance only here, and then we could probably have like a tower there, or maybe a tower... I kind of want it to curve in, if that makes sense, but I'm not too sure how that's going to work when it comes to our construction. That might make it look a bit weird, actually. I'm not too sure. We'll have to work around it, I suppose. I do want to keep a blocky feeling, actually, to be honest with you. I do want to have just sort of standard straight line walls with just straight line other stuff. But I do want to give it an interesting amount of shape at the same time. It's just very awkward to deal with. I do want to... We can make the gate here. And then I guess we can... See, I want to use a lot of this area as farmland, to be honest with you. So the way the walls would work over here would be very different to how it would work in this direction. Because I can't just make it sort of curve on into this direction here without sort of having the farmers that are out in this area be unsafe, if that makes sense. So maybe we could... Or actually, we can still use this area as farmland, because we don't need that much space, amazingly so. People have made very small farms out of this, and we can't anticipate having too much this early on. So I'd imagine, if I just sort of keep to a similar build, we can have this working out in our favor fairly easily. What we'll do is we are actually going to move everyone down here, because I think that'll work out for us fairly well, I think. It'll help us out quite significantly. And we'll just sort of abandon this area. We'll get rid of these furnaces and these carpentry benches, this anvil, and everything here that would make people move down here to get what jobs done. Might move the wagon as well. I'm not too sure. Can we actually move, like, relocate, deconstruct wagon? So I'm not too sure then. We're gonna have to I'm sure we can build another wagon. I think that is a thing, so we can do so. We can just like build it next to the farm, because it would look pretty cool next to the farm. I'm not gonna lie, that would look pretty cool next to a farm. So yeah, we'll get that done now. But as I was saying, we'll build the gate here, or probably a little bit further back, and then we will make a long line toward a tower that's going to be here. And then we'll back it up along here. And then try and make the exact same sort of system on this side as well. At the same time, though, curving it would look very cool. Yeah, I have a problem. I have a very big problem with this. Like I said, this can be the mine. Well, no, this can be the farm, like, generally. Like, after a little while, we can just get rid of any space that we've sort of misused. So I'm going to curve it. Yeah, I'm going to curve this side, though. Just this side. And I'm probably going to put a tower here and another tower there, just because it will look pretty cool. And then I think I'll do the same thing on the other sides. And maybe later on, if we really want to, we can make sort of mini bridges connecting to either sides of those towers. That would look very awesome, actually. And then maybe it'll connect to this bridge in a very interesting way. Oh, that sounds awesome. I feel like I'm going to do that. I feel it's going to work out for us fairly well there. Just sort of getting the curves done right. I've done quite a bit of that on Minecraft, so I imagine I'm going to get a formula for that done. But enough talk. Enough talk. We do need to move these people. Moving is mostly because there's too many wolves here. And also we just get attacked way too much down here. It happens very often. So we need to move down and prepare for the inevitable. So what we will do is start construction. Well, actually what we should do is set the road. But instead, what we'll do is we'll set the road, but we'll change the hall location to something else. We'll keep this bridge here because we can get rid of this hall easily. It's just that we need to. We'll change the hall to a section down here later on. Can we actually change where the hall is? I imagine if we like done that, yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Mostly I just don't want to get rid of this road on this bridge because it's a bit annoying to actually get set up again. What we'll do is we will set up a hall right here because there's going to be a bunch of farmland in this direction anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll just set the hall in this direction. It's actually probably going to make them come down here, I suppose, toward the hall, like crossing the river. So maybe we want to put the hall down here anyway, and then the main sort of production and everything can happen in this direction. It's not a bad idea, actually. The only problem with that is if we get traders or any new people, they are just going to cross the bridge into unknown territory and probably get themselves killed. So, you know what? I'm going to do this instead. I feel like this is a much better idea. And then, of course, we'll get the road and we will just set it up like that. There we are. That's a bit awkward. Oh. There we are. And what we'll do is we'll try and set up this hall. Sort of 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 like this. And then we'll just do that. There we are. Doesn't really matter, but, you know, continuity, it's always something to pay attention to. Right, now what we need to do is build this carpenter's lodge. What's this going to look like? I feel like attaching a windmill to this lodge, to be honest with you, because I think it would look pretty decent. Because later on, we can just turn it into a normal barn where we store all of our hay and any other sort of random materials. So I feel like it'll be a fairly open space. Excuse me. Maybe behind here. That would work out. But I did say I was going to make it here, so I guess we're going to do it over here. We'll do the same design that we have done here. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll deconstruct this. And we'll keep that for the time being. And we'll try and actually create a sort of design here. Using... what do we do? I kind of want it to be sort of the exact side here. But at the same time I don't. I kind of want like a normal house there, maybe another house down here somewhere or something like that. So we'll just try and build this within the parameters of what our wall will eventually look like. Maybe that's sort of the first thing that we need to do, just sort of start constructing a wall. But tell you what we can do is set the floor up first, and then we can get everything set up, and then, you know, the walls and that look can be sort of an after thing that we can do. So what we'll do is we will set up this windmill / house. This is just going to be a normal house, and this is going to be a sort of weird barn sort of thing happening. So what we'll do is we will set up the path, and I want it to be sort of a bit upwards, actually, just to make it a little bit random. And what we'll do is that, and then we'll set up the sort of size of this house, which is going to be like this, but then I think there needs to be a bit of an extended... Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have unfortunately crashed and had to go all the way back to the other backup. That's extremely frustrating since the last backup was a little while ago. You know, it was day 15, and now it's day 13. And days in this game, they're comprised of about sort of 10 minutes day, 10 minutes night. A little bit more than that, actually. Actually, I think it's quite a lot more than that. I think it's like 20 minutes light, 20 minutes day. So really, we got a long time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise for this abrupt and quite unfortunate ending, but the good side about it is that we don't have any wolf packs anymore. That's always good to see. Unfortunately, we'll have to deal with sort of the same horrors that we've been dealing with throughout the last few episodes that you probably saw. However, though, it will get us to a point that we were at previously. I have moved everyone over here sooner rather than later, actually, because I do feel like it's much safer over here than it is over there. So I'm actually moving everyone over here now, like we discussed. And hopefully next episode you should be able to come back to a place that has a nice road. I'm not going to start on the wall, but I'm just going to sort of make the road and make this sort of bit here and make sure this is good for carpentry. Maybe a little bit of a wall happening there, maybe a door, I'm not too sure. You probably will see something like that. Unfortunately, though, I will have to do quite a lot to sort of get us back to the same point that we were, but I'm just going to play until day 15, and then I'll see you guys until, you know, next time I record. Hopefully, we should have this backup problem again. I feel like I'm probably going to have to back up every day now, which will mean that I will have to sort of be right back during the course of videos, because this is the first crash I've had, and it was due to a region selection sort of problem that I had. It was a bit weird, actually. I've never had a crash sort of this severe before. Usually it sort of goes back, but I couldn't access the save. It was a bit weird. Yeah, alpha's alpha. We'll get used to it. But oh well, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for this abrupt ending, like I just said, but hopefully it should be all good. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for some... Oh, look, a spider's been spotted by Philippe. Okay, that's not very good. We'll deal with that with this infantryman that we have. Oh, shit, where's he gone? He's probably gone to sleep. Great. This sleeping thing is starting to become annoying. Because they always seem to be asleep when there's something happening. Okay, we'll move this guy up here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Land of Islay. Please stop crashing, game. And stop giving me hard enemies. I can't deal with them all.